Life Trading pre-market day trading show. You're listening to the Real Life Trading pre-market day trading show.
Good morning, everybody. How is it going? This is Johnny Guarco. It's April 8th, and you're in the pre-market show. What is happening? Yeah, buddy, I'm ready for a nice long weekend. Hope you all are doing awesomely great and fantastic and ready to launch your awesome weekend. Yeah, boy, it's been a great week. Douglas, what have you been up to, man? I need some more Douglas KK in my life. Maddie R, how you doing? Albert Chen, there you are. I was getting worried about you, Albert. We need to have a talk, man. We haven't talked in a while. Glad you're in the house. I love it when my Albert Chen is all aboard. Let me rearrange my charts here, my Slack. Want to say good morning to all our YouTube fans out there. Good morning, aloha. It's 3 a.m. in Hawaii, Nei. Yeah, thanks for joining us. We do this every day. If you haven't done so, go check us out at reallifetrading.com. You can catch all kinds of free classes there and see what we're all about. And we'd love to have you on the team, man. We'd love to have you all day long during our reviews on the stock market. I just need to learn how to talk. But yep, I'm just fiddling, farting around, getting everything set up here, ready to roll for this morning. And get my SPY on there. Let me know, can you throw me a 1 real quick? Just make sure my chart's up and my voice is good. You don't hear any crickets. Not too many crickets up. 111 from Maddie R. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, what do we got going on, ladies and gentlemen? We got a bunch of hunk and junk. We're just hanging out there. Here's the SPY. Let's go check the ES1 SPY mini futures. So we got obvious pullback happening after this 2-3 weeks of stupendous bullishness. We got the minis kind of pulling back right now. Don't know what caused that big pullback, but we are all of a sudden dropping a little bit. We do have double toppage popping down there to that 100. We got a little bit of support. I don't know what happened to my line. Put in a little support line there earlier. We got some support down here. Makes sense that we would bounce again, maybe retest the old neckline and then maybe roll over. So let's have some patience this morning. We actually, all our stocks that we do the 10 EMA strategy on, our 6 favorite stocks, are all kind of inside day candles right now, not really doing too much. But E-minis, yeah, we'll see what happens down here. We got about a half an hour to go. Might get some chop in here and then punch up for a quickie and then maybe roll over. So you can see SPY, we're gapping down just a hair from yesterday's high, my favorite brush thingamajiggy. We got, yeah, just a healthy correction. We got 618. We could come all the way back down here. A little bit of support area down here, about 430. Makes sense to pull back. Yeah, we still have this gap down here, right? Where did the gap go? Where did it go? Trading View, messing with my lines. Always messing with my lines, Trading View. Somebody please explain that to me. Why they can't just leave me alone. We got this little bit of gappage here on the SPY. We all know that, is it Elon that's messing with me, Maddie? Or has he got something else to do with something else? Totally. Hope he ain't smoking any more doobs. We need to keep his head straight. Anyway, we got this gap down here at 400. Not too many gaps on the SPY go unfilled, as we know. That's a pretty big old correction still. That would mean we're still kind of in this bearish retracement here. He did just fine last evening. What happened last night, Maddie? I didn't get to see that Tesla Cyber Rodeo. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I haven't checked that out. Matt, did you notice that we filled that gap on Tesla? We've only been talking about it for about 3-4 weeks now. Anyway, yeah, I'll show you again. You not been paying attention to me, Matt. I'm so disappointed. All right, we'll go look at it though. Anyway, I don't know. It kind of makes sense that we do a little bit of a bounce down here. We're on that 50 and 20 and 200, as you can see my chart. I still think that we got some more to go in the correction mode. Come on down, but we shall see. Q's looking kind of double top-ish too. Got that gap. I guess we got to put the old gap on the chart, right? Throw that gap on there. You know, I like to use my orange lines on all my gaps. We got a gap there that will, I'm not a betting man, but I would bet that that gap gets filled. Don't y'all think? I don't know about today, but that's a nice gap to maybe come back up here, retest this neckline, and then roll on over. In that kind of a, wouldn't that be a normal thing? Come up here and do something like that. Double top here. Big, strong resistance right up here, about 370. 6 o'clock. Why do you get to sleep in so long, man? 6, man, I wouldn't know what to do if I could sleep in till 6 o'clock, Maddie. Yeah, buddy, the price that we pay to live in paradise. All right, let's go check out our stocks. Making sense, everybody? And just so you could see it, I love my Fibonacci's. Throw the fib on there, makes sense. We come down here a little bit more. We got, yeah. I love when we get some signals down, like right below a little bit of support area right here. It'll be a little bit of resistance. Come on down here and we will bounce maybe potentially off of that 618er. Roger. All right, let's go check our stocks out. AMD, of course, one of our faves. See, I learned to take my brush off. All right, we just want to play around with that $100 support area, don't we? I don't know if Sylvan is in the house yet, but I got triggered into my put sale. I got some puts potentially coming on maybe around $95. I got $3.02 for my 95. I think they're May put sales. So I actually have wanted to get put like 4 times down here. But anyway, we got some premium. I took 2 of those bad boys, so I made about $600 on premium down here at 95. Not a bad deal. But right now we are inside day. We're gapping down just a hair. Makes sense that we would bounce from here, wouldn't it? Probably everybody else thinking the same way. I don't know if maybe we might throw a wick down here and trick some old bears to pile in, but you can see we've had a bunch of volume come in, a bunch of selling off, and looky. I'm always finding, I wish gaps were like gold. Well, actually, they are like gold. How about that? That's a good analogy. I was going to say, as many gaps as I find, I wish they were gold, but when I think about it, they are gold, right? Again, I'm not a betting man, but I have a feeling that gap will fill one day. What do y'all think? Matty R., what do you think? Doug KK, Newton Keller, what y'all think? What's the odds of that gap being filled right there? Probably pretty great. In June after your puts trigger. All right, am I going to get put this time? Or Albert's saying indeed. Am I going to get put the shares? I'd love to own 100 shares down here. Actually, I'll be owning 200 shares down here, about 95. All right. Anyway, we got inside day. RSI kind of nice and low, coming towards that oversold area. Coming on down. Yeah, you'd think that AMD and all the chip makers would just punch up and fly out of here. But if you look at it stand back and look at it, we're just in a big old channel right now, right? Makes sense to buy down here. Big old hunking channel here. Everybody bought all the way over here. I'll go take a look at that, Maddie, in a second. Remind me, let me go through all my stocks here, make sure we get through our 6 EMA. But yeah, no problem. Don't ever say you're sorry. You can do whatever you want in the world, but let me get through that. And yeah, I'll check it out. I've been tracking Intel too, been trying to get put into some shares on Intel, but they don't really pay diddly squat for premium on their put sales. Anyway, we got, see this kind of sidewards movement, a little bit of compression, maybe waiting for that 10 moving average to catch up. I think we may throw a wick down here, trick some people, and then punch up. That's my thoughts on AMD. Look at Delta, talking about golds. We got gap here. I don't know about this gap. That's a mighty far pullback on Delta, but again, I couldn't really find very many gaps on Delta that went unfilled. That's pretty ugly, but again, if the SPY and the Qs, yeah, that would make sense. I bet you that's right down there about the 618. It looks like to me, fill that gap. Look at that. Looky what the cat drug in. Somewhere down in here, we got a 618 pullback right to that gap. Very feasible, is it not? Throw me a yay if it's feasible. I need to have some conversation with y'all. See, thank you very much. Greg Hill, you didn't even say good morning to me, Gregory. What's going on? Tana, she's throwing me a yay. How are you? Yippee kid yay. Woo, that's a tongue twister. All right, that's no problem. Just as long as I got my Greg Hill in the house and my Tana, Maggie too. Good morning. Maggie, you're a little on the shy side, I noticed. You usually don't come until a little bit later, say hello to me. Either that or you're snoozing in and just relaxing and taking it easy. Look what we got in the house too. Justin Linderman, the stock crushing machine. Dude, man, the staycation was so cool. Whistler. If y'all like the Winter Wonderland, go to Whistler, man. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous place. I'm jealous of all you Canadians. Yeah, we had a blast. Jeremy was up there. Sky Medley was up there. Whew. Hey, y'all got to see. I think maybe next week I interviewed Sky Medley right from the slopes. We were sitting down right in the middle of the dang slope, and we did an interview. Loved it. Anyway, his interview is coming out next week. Keep an eyeball on that. Maggie's making coffee in and out of the kitchen. No problem. I need my coffee too. All right. I love having my team here. Yeah, the powder was awesome. Actually, kind of weird at Whistler. I've never experienced this, but it is springtime, so it's warming up a little bit, but it was a little bit slushy-ish, a little bit down at the very bottom of the hill, but it was just Powder City up there. I would say mid-mountain on up, just absolutely gorgeous, unbelievably awesome powder. Even maybe, I would say maybe the last quarter down was a little bit slushy, but yeah. Is that what it is, Matt? I don't know. Maybe it was, down on the bottom, it was a little bit warmer. It was in the 30s. So, but up top, yeah, it was gorgeous, gorgeous. It's kind of hard to ski on that when that slush is, and it wasn't really at the very, very, very bottom, it was slush, but coming down, it wasn't like, we called it like it was in Hawaii, we call it shave ice. It was kind of like snow cone consistency, but I think that's seemed like maybe the snowmakers kind of quality. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Matt, it's awesome up there, isn't it? Maggie says she homeschools 2 kids. Unbelievably awesome, Maggie. Wow. That is killer, man. Love it. She said that's probably why I take my trades against the trend. All right. Just as long as it's working for you. Yep. Which one, Justin? No, you ever been out here? We call it shave ice. When you have a snow cone, throw some nice little my favorite is you get the shave ice. My favorite is, I think, watermelon and strawberry. Throw that on there, and then y'all know what mochi balls are? Little rice balls. Throw some mochi balls in there, and then throw a scoop of vanilla ice cream at the very bottom. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Yep. Greg, get your butt out here and have one. Yep. Only Mauna Kea gets some snow. They do get snow. I've been up there. I've made a snowball. I've had a snowball fight on top of Mauna Kea in Hawaii. How many of you can say that? That's one thing I got on, y'all. Let me catch up with some of these. We're looking at some stocks too. We should be paying attention. What time is it? We got plenty of time. We have our fun here in the beginner's room. We don't stress out. We look at things, and yeah, nothing's qualified anyway to trade right away, so we can have some fun. We gotta break this high and this low in order for us to trade it, unless it's an hour into the market, and then we can go ahead and trade it. But right now, Delta is gapping down a little bit of a retest gap down. So nothing stupendous. We're kind of down here far in this correction. So wouldn't be surprised if we maybe one of these days, today or Monday, punch back up to get back up here in this little channel. Let me see what y'all are. I love talking to you guys. Let me go back here, see where I left off on my chat pane. Lucien, springtime skiing is always fun when you hit a patch of slush. Yeah, that's not my fave. Doug says rough life skiing, shave ice, what flavor? Threw that at you. Watermelon, strawberry. I got a bunch. Lilikoi. I got a sweet tooth, so yeah, man. It's good stuff, man. You guys got to throw them mochi balls in and throw that ice cream in, and yeah, that is delicious. All right, back to some stock analysis. Look at Roblox. Roblox needs to giddy up and go. I think $40 is a pretty good deal on Roblox. We should see some buying in here. We got, of all things, we got a little bit of I could call this an inverted head and shoulders-ish looking thing, because you came down here. I think this was war day, if I'm not mistaken. We bounced up and failed, came back down for that major sell-off. Got some volume coming in here, way down here at 36, and then kind of putting in another failure up here about 48. And so hopefully we can get some gusto and blow on out of here for Roblox, but it's not showing that yet. This is quite a bit of compression. We're gapping down, still kind of putting in that second or third shoulder, second shoulder, I guess. Here's the head, here's a shoulder, Johnny. There you go. So yeah, we are down low. This is all-time lows, as we know, but Roblox not quite doing anything, gapping down a little bit. We got Apple just a little bit of correction, but you can see it right there along with the Qs. We got that double top, kind of retesting that area here of the neckline right now, not really gapping that much, and yep, just kind of hanging out there between the 10 and the 20. So we'll see what happens today. We might be really patient today, because I want to get a good feel on if the market's going to pick a direction or it's just going to go sideways all day. If it's going to go sideways all day, that 10 EMA strategy, not the greatest, right? Because it's a momentum strategy. So we need to pick some kind of direction so we can put some money in our pockets for the weekend. Anyway, we got plenty of room to correct on Apple, as you can see. We got a little bit of buying came in there. About the same sellers came in there. So we'll see if this double top is going to be a double top or not, but you got a lot of pressure coming up here. You are in this area where we had a bunch of chop before, so could just chop around in here and then fly on out of here. That's what I think is going to happen. So Lucian and Maddie are chatting away. All right, about Colorado. Love Colorado. That is an awesome place. Matt R., look at that gap that we filled. So we've been talking about it since back here. We were saying, wow, that's a big gap to not go filled, but it was pretty far away. But look what we filled it almost to the penny yesterday. I'm going to take that gap out of there. It's 2 weeks. That's enough to talk about a gap. But anyway, y'all see how gaps, what did I do? All right, gaps like to get filled. So they're pretty predictable. But yeah, we're way high up on Tesla. Don't know if we punch from there. If this was a 1, we could use a little bit of a correction for a 2 and then punch on out. But you can see we're really not doing too much. We do have a little bit of a gap and go right now, but nothing stupendous. We are inside that 10 and that 20. So yeah, I don't know. One would think that it's going to be an inside day, right? All right, let's check out Nvidia. Matt says, I'm waiting for the 1007, a little bit more of a correction. So Matt's waiting for it to pull back down in this area down here. A little bit of support going on. We got that 100 should be up there. We got, if you look at Mr. Fibonacci, he said it could come down all the way to that 200 in that area. Which kind of makes sense. Got some nice support here. So yeah, you may want to wait then see if it comes back even a little bit more. But anywhere down here would be a good buy. Where does Fib say? Right there, bro. Somewhere in there. Let me see if I can get a really super duper. Yeah, I kind of like that right there. Sometimes the Fib is not always at the high. Sometimes it's at the secondary high, or in this area. So, but you can see the 382 lines right where you were talking about, Maddie. Right in there about the 100, the 50 right there, right where support is. Imagine that. And then the 618 going to be down here about the 200. So yeah, I'm thinking we may get on down here. Let's that would probably be about 2 weeks from now, unless we have a big old dump, because we got to retest that neckline of that Q's. So maybe towards the end of next week, 2 weeks, maybe somewhere in there. I don't know. Should we leave that there? See if it happens. All right. And then Nvidia real quick. We're running out of time. Dang it. Wow. I got to go check out Intel too for Maddie, but we got another gap here. I ran my mouth too long. This is the gap right here. So we got to fill that baby. Well, really the gap, I guess, would be considered to fill that gap would be more accurate. But we're gapping down a little bit on Nvidia, pretty far down there in the channel. We are below all those moving averages. Where was that little sucker? I want to get that out of there. Anyway, let's go check out the 618 real quick. Take it from about there to somewhere. So we're down right there about the 618 right now. And it makes sense that we would bounce down in here. But we are gapping down, a little bit of a retest. Again, we'll fill that gap. INTC. Yep. INTC down here. Got a little bit of support area right now. Makes sense. We should bounce right around there, I would think. Got the 618 right there. Looking beautiful, looking gorgeous. We are down below everything though. We got this double bottom, nice breakout there on the weekly. We're coming back, retest that neckline. So I would say we got to look for a bounce on the old INTC. I'm trying to get into some put sales down here. I forget where it was, but I think I have it on. It's on my other broker, which is not open. I think I had like a 40, 42 or 40, something like that. Anyway, let's say aloha to all our YouTube friends. We are going to depart our pattern here with you. Hope you guys enjoyed the pre-market show this morning, taking a look at our 6 favorite stocks. Again, come check us out at reallifetrading.com. We'd love to have you guys and girls on the team. You can get all kinds of free classes, free information. It won't cost you a dime to come check us out. reallifetrading.com. Until we meet again, which will be Monday morning for me, I hope you all have a stupendous weekend, and we will catch you all soon. Aloha from Hawaii.